and Team Sonic Racing, but I'm sure that for most of you have never seen it like this. I believe that there was a bid war for this game for resolution.
Yes, there was, and I'll do one last refresh to confirm. The 128 kilobyte version won.
Okay, yes, so that's the one I'm on right now. So what that means is, this is a Java game, so it came out on Java mobiles. So like Sony Ericssons and stuff, phones at the time, and technically there are like probably over 100 versions, because every game was a different release. So you had a new game essentially for every resolution, and there was no standardized resolution back then. So every time a new resolution had to be put out, a new language had to be put out, more and more and more were made. However, we were able to, well, with the help of Two Spaces, he was able to group them together into 4 different categories. So there's the low end, which is what we're currently playing on, 128 kilobits. And then there's 300, 600 kilobits, and then 1 megabyte, which is the biggest version. At the time, we were only able to stably play 128 and 600. However, I feel the people want, as they've said through their donations, they want to see the crustiness that 128 can be. So we shall do that. We will be doing all trophies, so we're doing that at the fastest. Get ready, folks, because you are not going to be able to handle how fast this goes. But time is going to start as soon as I select this in 3, 2, 1. I lied. Okay. It's that one. But anyway, we picked Tails because, believe it or not, Tails is actually the fastest character in this game and in all versions. So as you see here, it's very crisp. It also sounds a bit laggy. That's normal. And folks, have you ever seen Green Hill look like this? Because I sure as hell haven't. So I got hit with the confusion there, so all my inputs were backwards. Because yes, this is a kart racer, we still have our items. I want to try and get the rings because I can get a ring boost, and I missed that item box. Okay, thanks. So, wow, everyone's being so mean to me today. So we only have 4 racers on the track at once. And that's a good thing, because in this game there only is 4 characters you can play as. Sonic, Tails, Amy, and oh my god, and Robotnik, or Eggman, depending on how you want to call him. So what I have up right now is just a sound thing that destroys any things that might come to me. I don't find them that useful, so I just get rid of them. But for most of this race, most of the trophies, we are going to use rings because it's just the most reliable way to get a speed boost. So there we go, we came first and we did it! We won the gold ring and we did the trophy! Because of how limited this game is, these trophies are very short. So as the first one you've seen there was only 1 track. And this one there's only 2 tracks. We go through Green Hill again and then we play through a Billy Hatcher stage called Desert Castle, I believe. So it's straight away. Oh wow, okay. So as again, I'm just going to try and get as many rings as I can, and boost past everyone. I'm sure everyone loves how beautiful Green Hill looks today. Sorry, not Green Hill. So as you see that weird blue thing, that is a shield, and oh, I've just tried to shield myself. As you can tell from everything, the game is very limited because, as I said, it's 128 kilobits. It's to run on the lowest phones that were available at the time. So there's no textures. The trees are giving. The sea is blue. I don't know what more you would want from a beachy area, to be honest. But for most things, as you're gonna see it's gonna be very JPEG looking, very compressed and crusty. All your sprites are gonna look very low quality. As you can see there, Sonic looks traumatized. As he probably should be, because his best friend has just beat him when he's supposed to be the fastest thing alive. And as you can tell, the slow time's also very slow because it is it's got that blast processing in it. So here we go with Blizzard Castle with Billy Hatcher, who is not one of the playable characters, I believe, in any of the Java games. So we got a 10 brain boost. That's very nice. It's much easier. Oh wow, okay. I was going to say it's much easier for me to boost on this, but it would be helpful if I could also just play the game. So I think that happens with a lot of the Java games is they don't play music a lot. You'll hear maybe one loop of it, and that will be it. And that's you for the entire race. It's a very funny thing. We're not sure if it's hardware or emulator related. Part of me wishes it's actually hardware because it makes it fun. So here we go. Get more rings because that's speed. So, believe it or not, this is similar to the other versions of the Java games, the higher quality versions, in terms of the course layout. It's not exact, but it's close enough for a version that is a third of the size. So as you've seen there, we got the club trophy, we got the gold, and now we do the hard trophy. And this is going to be our last trophy. As I said, 128. 128 is just a meme, honestly. So, like this, with this version, and I believe the 300 and 600 version, the way the trophies work is they take the first track, they remove it, and then they add a new one in. So as you see here, got rid of our first track, and now we have replaced it with Casino Park, but we aren't there yet. We have to go through Blizzard Castle again. So get that big jump, try and get 10, get 9, but that's fine. And got the item, lovely. Let's fire that off. Did it hit me? I'm not 100% sure. So there we go, the music has gone. And we are now left with our own thoughts. So I'm not 100% sure if it does or not, because I am the only runner of this version. But I believe the rings might actually respawn in this level, which they don't in the first one, which makes it a pain and very slow. Or if they do, they might actually take a while. Maybe we're going too fast, too much blast processing for the phone. But I do always struggle with getting rings by the third lap. So there we go, we came first. And now we are on to a final course of this very difficult game. We gotta wait, it cannot process this. I don't know who. You're gonna see a lot of images of all time in this level. Of casino chips? I believe that's what they are. That's what I want to believe. Now, for all I know, that could be ham on top of pancakes. I don't know, and I don't think anyone's going to correct me. But that is, if that's what the game wants to showcase as a very empty-looking casino, then the game can choose that. But yes, this is supposed to be Casino Park from Heroes. It's an area, I guess. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't think we're going to get it. So, for those not familiar with All Stars Racing, there is an All Stars mode, which is the icon with all the 7 chaos symbols, and that is, you know, your invincibility. And that's it. Time. That's the entire game. That is Sonic and All Stars Racing Java at 128 kilobits, all trophies. an extremely short run because there's only 5 races you do on 3 different courses. And look at that, we got Eggman! Insane. But yeah, I really enjoy the Java games a bunch because of just how silly a bunch of them are. Like the other day, there's one that's Sonic Fishing. Insane amount of RNG in it, and there's actually surprisingly a strat to it. In a 3-minute fishing game. There's also other stuff like Sonic Unleashed Java, which we have dubbed Unleashed because we have Unleashed. Which is surprisingly pretty good. There's also there's a bunch of games that are currently missing that we wish that there's a lot of Japanese people that do have the game, but because of culture and stuff, they don't like dumping it and stuff. So we're hoping that one day someone will dump a bunch of the missing games. But in the meantime, there's a bunch of other Java games that I still need to get to and play and speedrun and torture people with. So apart from that, I'll just quickly thank the Classic Sonic speedrunning community for putting up with my nonsense, because it is my shtick to play bad and obscure Sonic games. Sometimes they're just bad, sometimes they're just obscure, sometimes they're both. So they put up with me with all of that. Same with Club 601 and the Arcade, which is HUD 601 server and Argeek server. Bunch of fun, great people in there. To Running for Reels for accepting this run. Well, accepting the bid war as well. As well as anyone that just comes into my stream anytime I do stream. And checks up on me, because some of the games I do play are a bit concerning with how bad they are. And lastly, my boyfriend sitting right beside me. Hello.
Hello.
Just for being supportive and everything. But yeah, I'll throw it back to our host.
Thank you very much for that run, Brokenhyperlink. I enjoyed all 10 frames of those vaguely Sonic-shaped pixels.
I'm glad you enjoyed those 10 frames.